In the 21st century, people fear wars, guns, and diseases. But the thing killing us the most doesn't make a sound. No explosions, no blood. Just sweetness, pure, innocent, and deadly. It's called sugar. You can live without gold, without alcohol, even without salt. But you can't live a single day without touching sugar. It's in your morning coffee, your bread, your fruit juice, your soy sauce, your low-fat yogurt, and even your so-called healthy snacks. And yet, here's the shocking truth. In the 21st century, sugar kills more people than guns ever will. According to the World Health Organization, more than 11 million people die each year from diet-related diseases. Most of these deaths come from excess sugar consumption, leading to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, stroke, cancer, and even depression. At the same time, all wars, terrorism, and violent crime combined kill fewer than 500,000 people per year. A terrifying number. No bullets, no screams, but death every single day. The story of sugar began more than 2,500 years ago in ancient India. People discovered that when they boiled and crystallized the juice of sugarcane, they could create a sweet, solid honey without bees. The Persians called it reeds that give honey without bees. From there, sugar became a wonder of trade. Arab merchants carried it along the Silk Road, across deserts and oceans, until it reached Europe. By the 11th century, sugar was more precious than gold. Only the rich could afford it. It was medicine, luxury, and magic, a divine powder reserved for kings. But as humanity's sweet tooth grew, sugar turned into one of the darkest forces in history. In the 17th century, Europe fell into a sugar fever. Britain, France, Spain, and Portugal built vast sugar plantations across the Caribbean and South America. To fuel those fields, they enslaved millions of Africans. It became the infamous triangle trade: slaves, sugar, and rum. Ships left Africa filled with people in chains. They arrived in the Americas, where those people were forced to harvest sugarcane under the blazing sun. Then, ships sailed back to Europe, loaded with sweet white gold. Every spoonful of sugar that melted into a cup of tea in London was paid for with blood, sweat, and tears in the tropics. A sweet empire built on human suffering. By the 19th century, the Industrial Revolution made sugar cheap and abundant. It left the palaces and entered every home. Children loved it, factories mass-produced it, the world became addicted, and soon, the food industry discovered something incredible. Sugar sells. It makes everything taste better. It triggers the same pleasure centers in your brain as drugs do. Every time you taste sweetness, your brain releases dopamine, the happiness chemical. But the more you eat, the more your brain demands. You build tolerance. You crave more. Sugar hijacks the brain exactly like cocaine or nicotine. By the 1950 seconds, global corporations had turned this craving into a gold mine. One can of soda contains around 10 teaspoons of sugar, a cup of bubble tea around 20. Even a so-called healthy breakfast of granola, yogurt, and juice can have 3 times the recommended daily amount. And the industry knew it. In the 1960 seconds, the sugar lobby paid scientists millions to publish fake studies blaming fat, not sugar, for heart disease. They hid the truth. Governments and consumers were deceived. People switched to low-fat foods, but those foods were packed with sugar instead. It was one of the greatest manipulations in modern history. Today, sugar is everywhere, not just in candy and cakes, but in bread, sauces, soups, frozen meals, snacks, even baby food. The average modern human eats 30 times more sugar than our ancestors did 200 years ago. A child born in 2025 will consume as much sugar in their first 5 years of life as an 18th century person consumed in an entire lifetime. Children are no longer starving, they're drowning in sweetness. When you drink a can of soda, your blood sugar spikes instantly. Your body releases insulin to bring it down, and your liver starts converting the excess sugar into fat. Bit by bit, fat builds up around your organs. Your blood pressure rises, your cholesterol spikes, your immune system weakens. This is called metabolic syndrome. a deadly combination of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Today, more than 500 million people live with diabetes, and that number keeps climbing. Sugar doesn't kill fast. It kills quietly by making you happy. Each soda, each pastry, each bite of dessert is a slow bullet, sweet, silent, and precise. A gun kills in a second. A soda kills in 20 years. Every year, 11 million people die because of excess sugar. That's 20 times more than all wars combined. It's the war with no gunfire, and we are losing it. Your body needs glucose to survive, but refined sugar, the white crystallized kind, is not food, it's a chemical. Natural sugars found in fruits come with fiber, water, and vitamins, helping your body process them slowly. Refined sugar, stripped of all nutrients, hits your bloodstream like a drug. More than 50 grams of sugar per day raises your risk of heart disease, fatty liver, diabetes, and depression. The healthy limit is under 25 grams, just 6 teaspoons. One milk tea can exceed that by 8 times. What makes sugar so dangerous is that it doesn't just affect your body, it takes over your mind. Each time you eat something sweet, your brain releases dopamine. When the dopamine fades, you feel low and you crave more sweetness to lift your mood again. That's the addiction loop. You eat to feel happy and you need more to feel the same. Scientists now call sugar the most addictive legal substance on earth. In experiments, lab mice were given a choice between cocaine and sugar. Most chose sugar. Because the pleasure it gives is stronger and safer, at least it seems so. The tragedy is that the sugar industry knows all of this, but it's too profitable to stop. Global corporations earn hundreds of billions of dollars each year from our craving for sweetness. Meanwhile, the world spends over $1 trillion annually to treat the diseases sugar causes. Hospitals fill up, families lose loved ones, and the addiction continues one spoonful at a time. We are paying for our sweetness with our health, our money, and our future. But it's not too late. The goal isn't to ban sugar, it's to control it. Read the labels on your food. If sugar, corn syrup, or glucose syrup appears in the first 3 ingredients, put it back on the shelf. Choose fruit instead of juice, water instead of soda, natural flavor instead of chemical sweetness. Reduce your sugar intake by half and you'll lower your risk of heart disease by 20%, diabetes by 30%, and you'll sleep better within 2 weeks. The key isn't zero sugar, it's balance. Sugar once built empires. It was the symbol of luxury, joy, and celebration, but today it has become the quiet weapon of the modern world. Every spoonful you stir into your morning coffee carries 2,000 years of history, from slave plantations and royal banquets to industrial factories and marketing campaigns, and finally, into your bloodstream. Sugar once gave life sweetness. Now, it's taking it away. This killer doesn't carry a gun or a knife, just a smile and a taste you can't resist. Sugar, the sweetest killer of the 21st century.